Hey guys, RS-25
Welcome to
here.
Stennis Space Center. Today we're going to be testing a RS-25 rocket engine behind me in just a matter of minutes. I'm here to give you a short commentary on what's about to come. You'll be seeing a very large steam cloud generated, much different than what you would notice in a launch. Normally in a launch, the vehicle takes off and disappears within a matter of seconds. Very difficult to see in just a short time, but what you'll see today is 420 seconds of hot fire time on an RS-25 engine, generating a large amount of steam and potentially rain from the plume of the rocket. We have a group of engineers that have been working behind me for weeks, actually, for this test. And in this day, they've been diligently preparing the engine and the systems that feed propellants to the engine for this test. Right now, they're pressurizing the two large tanks on top of the test stand to parameters that will test the limits of the highest pressure we expect to see during a start during a vehicle flight. And we demonstrate many parameters like that here at Stennis through robust systems, through like this test stand behind me, which simulates a flight vehicle in a much more robust way, where we can operate the system over and over again and at an efficient cost. So we have a single engine that's going to be firing in this test stand behind me on the SLS program. When the vehicle does launch in the future, it will have 4 of these engines installed in the aft, along with solid rocket boosters on either side. So it'll be a much higher thrust level, but the view you'll get here today is very close to the operation, much closer than you'll probably get an opportunity to be to a rocket engine anywhere else. So I hope you enjoy that. As they're moving forward into the test preparation, they're verifying all of the pressures, temperatures, strain measurements, making sure everything's within parameters and ready to go for the test. They're going through a very high-stress countdown into the point where they will literally punch a button to start the engine. And after that, it'll be controlled by an engine controller and other computers that are checking the health of the engine as it runs and giving it its commands through different power levels. Today, you'll be seeing this rocket engine run at up to 111% of its design load from its original design. There'll be a great bit of 109% power level, one short duration of 4 seconds at 111. And then excursions, there will be several, up to about 14 to 15 excursions between different power levels in the engine. So you may be able to notice that in the plume, as you'll see more energy and less energy emitting from the thrust bucket that will be emitting out to your left
Bucket.
as you view it.
That's
So we hope you have a
before.
good viewing today, and everybody here gets to enjoy the humidity while you on NASA TV get to sit in your air conditioner and watch this wonderful show. We may get rained on by a rocket engine, however, here locally.
So yeah, there you go.
Any more?
I see a bit of the... I think that's the liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen boiling off. This is different than the last broadcast I've seen. I believe that was done in collaboration with NASA Edge, so maybe that's why. So, let's see how it is until they start up that engine. I'm presuming I want to say something because the sound just cut out, and I'm just going to be safe here. Yep, the sound did cut out, in fact. Yeah. Cloudy with a chance of rocket engine rain. That would be interesting. So yeah, I'm not using an AC. It's night. It's almost midnight. I have nothing to say at the moment. Of course, for those of you who don't know, an RS-25, or RS-25s were used on the space shuttle. They were the space shuttle main engines, and they're being converted from a reusable engine to an expendable engine, I believe is the term. Yeah, there's people viewing it. Almost simultaneously, everybody just looks over into the camera. You can see the engine test stand here. Yep, everything is silent for the moment, by the looks of things, or well, by the sound of things. That's happened before, that NASA has had an audio glitch that, you know, no audio at all in the broadcast. The stand was a Juno broadcast, of course. So give me a moment here. I'm just going to make sure that my headset is working.
Hang on for a show.
It's like 1 minute until they start the test, because that's what I heard. And yeah, the sound's back. I'm not sure if it was my headset or the thing. Of course, the RS-25, since it uses cryogenic propellants,
For those
for those of us, please finish your sentence. So I know it's not my headset. Or earphones, really, not a headset. There. If you could provide us with a countdown, that would be nice. See ice particles falling in. And we have ignition. There we go. The RS-25 has ignited for its, I have no idea how long, test. Oh wow, that's a huge thing. Yeah, if you can keep them firing at least, see the sun doing something different. Okay, you can see all the, I think that's a mixture of the moisture in the air around these super cool propellants condensing. You can see, I think, the among these lower. You can see the entire engine is frozen over now. It's covered in ice. Because that's what I think it is. You can see how all the moisture condensing. Hydrogen and oxygen. I'm not sure if you can hear me with the roar of our engine. I apologize if you can. The coincidence is loud. Yeah, the cameras don't have to worry about melting because the exhaust fan of the RS-25 is not super hot, it's super cold. There's a picture of the, I'm not sure if it's the RS-25 or the RL-10, but I think it's one of the private members, with icicles going down around the engine valve. Of course, that was in an atmosphere test area. That's right. So only tomorrow morning, there will be that corner in space 6. Zoom in as well. This engine was aboard the shuttle, aboard one of these shuttles, multiple of these shuttles. And the use of kind of the SLS. Shut the road basically. I really wish what they would do, yeah, maybe a bit more, so they would turn the camera just to like see the full extent of that through. You can see the engine there. Because it's cryogenic, there isn't much in the ways of flame. be approaching cutoff. I believe they said it was in so maybe doing an episode. And you see how quickly they're exhausted. So those just there to prevent people from driving in. You can see a bit of the flame at the bottom of that place. You can see it can barely make it. I don't know why that sound made doesn't feel like the other stuff cut off the streets. You see you can't see the flame at the bottom of the place. You see that when it gets cooled up. Must be right if they're using electrons. You can see just the amount of power exerted by this single engine, so imagine 4 of those. So you have even 3, and you're using spatial. Those 3 plus the SRBs. Yeah, they kind of kick you in the chest. For example, if you listen to loud music, I've never seen a fucking in person. They say you can. I think the only way they're comparing it is if you listen to loud music, you feel the music kind of like in your chest. You can feel your chest vibrating. Yeah, like you're doing that's what this is like. So much more awesome. Much more quite enough. There's still graphic that I believe, because you can see the phone and volume. Keeping an eye on the phone, say, usually when there's cooling up, that means you can see it's just cooling up. So that means the exhaust is moving at a higher speed, pushing it so far around. This is the most on top, non-stop, the reason they use these cryogenic engines is because they're very efficient compared to, say, an SRB program. An SRB provides that kind of provides the kick in the seat of your plants, as these are more for longer duration burns. You're basically these engines are burning almost all the way from liftoff to orbital insertion. And all the way to orbital insertion because they're OMS engines are. You can see almost everybody in the phones. And not almost everybody, quite a few people in the phones. Because I find quite sad that, you've got this massive rocket. And you came here to see it. And you're like, fuck, there's something like quarterly. That's what I'm doing. You got the phone. You recorded it, hopefully. Yep, and flame out. And we have shut down of the RS-25. There you go. Just don't. You can see the abrupt cutoff of the smoke there. Yeah, I'm actually out of breath from all the talking I've been doing. That hasn't happened in a while. Moisten my lips a moment. Yeah, you can see the exhaust turning more red. I think that might be just due to the amount of hydrogen and oxygen in the mixture. Well, let's wait to see what these guys have to say about it. I'm presuming they're going to say something. If they don't say something within a minute, basically if they don't say something at the 16th minute of this broadcast time, or the video, I'm going to end this. And if they do, then we're going to wait a while. Yep, just waiting. Da. 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 And you can see the engine there. You can see some of the ice is melted or broken off. I'm not sure which. I have another 30 seconds to say something. I'll end the video. But I think this test stand was used to test spatial. Yeah, you can see the ice melting more and more here. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe that's some of the excess fuel being vented there. Like the excess LOX and LH2. I think it's LH2. But yeah, guys, it seems I'm not going to say something. So that was a hot fire, or test fire of the RS-25. I'm RS-25. Goodbye.